Okay, Kavik? Good. Or Steve?
Yeah, just a question. It's like doubt comes in because it's almost like you get an impression rather than being able to feel. That's how I felt it on 2 or 3 people. I detected it, but it was more like an impression rather than physical feel.
So, impression, no. It's not correct. So, not to get influenced by the information.
No, I didn't.
Then it is wrong.
I didn't mean that. I meant it just came to my mind.
Because it should come naturally. Then only it is meaningful. So without any information, when you experience, see it, that's the perfect. But we will work again. But with, thanks to Andrea and a couple of other people, we have seen the many pulse and many specific experience. Was good. Good. Yes, please.
I have a question. So if I feel the pulse and it goes in a circle motion,
Yeah.
and then I bring with my hand, and then I recheck and it goes back and forth, is it possible that you feel both ways in one spot?
Exactly. It is possible. It's not necessary that normally it should come together. Like when you take the pulse, everything at one time. One after another you check movement like it's going in towards the Pitta and Kapha direction and then moving in, under the Vata finger and then Vata towards the wrist. One after another everything to check. Wherever you get experience positive, you make tick mark, yes, or cross. Then you make final judgment. that this is the picture, which are the positive, whatever the yes, accordingly you can make diagnosis logically.
So, but under the vata finger,
Yeah.
can you feel both going back and forth
Yeah.
and circle motion?
Yeah, possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Nice. Wonderful experience. Good. So now moving to the next. When vata, air gets disturbed, aggravated, then it goes to the bone and disturbing there. But what about when pitta get aggravated and vitiated? Yeah.
I also noticed that the consistency of water,
Sorry?
the consistency of water is very different in different case, like very
Yeah.
thick
Yeah.
or very light or
Exactly.
just making
Yeah.
crazy movement, but the really something was very thick.
Yeah.
And I don't know what is
So,
the
Yeah, that will come in the next. After, the fifth step, you'll get an idea about that. Yeah, good. So now, what when pitta gets disturbed, aggravates, and then what happen, and how to find from the pulse, Dr. Oran.
Thank you. So the next concept. The next concept is about heat. When Pitta dosha aggravates, moves into the blood or the Rakta Dhatu, it produces heat. Right? Now we all know, because of the similarities, Pitta is also liquid in nature, and blood or the Rakta Dhatu is also having similar qualities. They have the affinity. Pitta, when aggravates, it likes to move towards Rakta Dhatu or the blood tissue. So what happens when it pollutes the Rakta Dhatu?
The skin problems.
Perfect, right? Skin problems. What else?
high blood pressure.
Possibility, yes. Also, migraines. And how you can feel from the pulse heat? Just look at the temperature. Yeah. Just look at the temperature. Just try to feel the temperature. So different symptoms when pitta affects the rakta or the blood tissues, right? The burning sensation, anger, migraine, difficulties with sleep, diarrhea. How do you correct it? We corrected it with the shamak or ayurseed, and also pitta reducing diet, the sour and the fermented foodstuffs you need to avoid. Like Deborah said, the possibility where you can feel heat or pitta polluting the Rakta Dhatu, moving into the skin, is when it produces psoriasis. Right? So this is the combination. You feel pitta aggravated, vata, heat, and you may feel vata moving around to the different areas, producing the patches. Similar with eczema, you may or you may not feel ama with eczema. In case of a wet eczema, you may also feel beige, which is the next concept I'll explain. Also in case of urticaria or the hives, you feel heat in the pulse. The combination is similar with pitta aggravated, the dominant one, the vata, second one, and then the heat.
What is the bottom word?
The bottom one is a special pulse, which is low vikar, which is in the advanced level. Right? It's at the moment. Let's focus on heat. Right? Also, in case of migraine, where you have vata moving 3 up. So, anyone in the room having migraines? Maybe she is the one to check Anya as well. Maybe you guys can check with vata 3 up, and if you feel heat in the pulse. Right? If anyone has skin issues, maybe yes, LK, right? Even CC, yeah. So you can check those later. We move on. Kapha pollutes the medodhatu or the fat. Kapha has similarities with fat. That is how it likes to move towards medodhatu or the fat. And it pollutes it and then produces symptoms. Like, what are the symptoms? What do you see?
Obesity.
Yes, obesity is one. Louder.
Cough and cold.
Yes. Diabetes.
Blockages and channels. Myoma.
Perfect. Myoma.
Growing.
Yes. Yes.
Extra growing.
Right. Right. Cysts. Yes.
About leukemia.
Leukemia is something which is a little bit different. You may not find it beige in it, but you will find all the 3 doshas at the same time. But you will find heat in leukemia. Leukemia, heat, yes, because it's with the Rakta Dhatu.
Sinuses.
Perfect. Yes. Sinuses is where you feel beige as well. Right. It's a different combination. Vata aggravated, pitta aggravated, then you have beige, and vata moving 3 up is when you see. What do you see when you have vata moving 3 up with beige? Sinuses. If vata, along with beige, if vata is moving 2 up,
Cold.
yes, asthma, breathing issues, isn't it? Right? Yes. So for beige, we have Deborah, who, yes, Deborah, you can check with Deborah, right? Also, Kirti, right? She also has a little bit of beige, if you want to feel the pulse. And also, yes, Rajani ji, you might be able to feel beige. Okay. So how do you find beige from the pulse? Similar to heat, you have to check with the coldness or the dampness, and it could be anywhere across the 3 fingers. Doesn't have to be in one particular place. Same with the heat, it doesn't have to be in one particular finger. It could be in vata finger, it could be in the pitta, it could be anywhere. when you touch the pulse, you feel the dampness, as if you're touching the damp wall, the moisture, the wet moisture. And like we discussed, these are the conditions where you can find pH. How do you treat it? Kapha reducing diet with Virofite, Astalok, Diviswas. Yeah. Yes. So in case of diabetes, this is the combination. In case of diabetes, you may or you may not find heat. It doesn't have to be always there. But pH is something that you will see if diabetes is not under control. Like when Dr. Heyman said, Corey felt his pulse and he could find a little bit of kapha because Dr. Heyman also had a little bit of cough. Cold as well with Bage and Vata, predominant Pitta, Vata moving 2 up and a little bit of Ama is when you feel cold. Asthma, like you said, Vata going 2 up to the chest region with Bage and Ama. Sometimes even the low circulation is where we have asthma. So, shall we practice? Right? With heat, with ones, with the skin, ilke.
Yeah, but no less.
Yeah.
So
Still.
it's not.
CC, you want to check CC and ilke for the heat. And Nadia, no Nadia, Kirti, Anya, and Deborah for Beige. Yes, and Rajniji as well for the Beige.
And then you have the diabetes. What is the diabetes? They are. And then she has the migraine has to do with
Now, it has to be level up and heat.
what about the wet?
It's just in my head, in my mind, that I want that it's going down. I'm not sure, but
It's not pulse, which is fibrosis pulse. At the moment, there is but yes, you see a little bit of age, kapha involved, and then there's fibrosis, and then by the way, in case of fibrosis, the movie in the subgroup and the page, yeah, in the way around the page. Because she also has pain.
So
For yourself, please do it first. Why? Because I've never seen a group which has learned so fast. Amazing! Amazing, amazing, amazing. I want to tell you. Completely impressed. You all are genius. And you are going to become great healers. That is my prediction. For sure. Because all these people, I am surprised. It's working? Everybody, I am surprised. You are able to see so many things, and the whole day was fully packed. I mean, but you see your faces, you are energetic, ready. Amazing. So I want to tell you, I'm impressed. That's why clap yourself. That's it. That's it. Amazing. We always pet others. Great. Sometimes it's good to do it for yourself. And then you do it to each other. Great. That's what you do. Okay? So, now Dr. Hema is absolutely the leader of this whole training. I want to tell you that. I am also following Dr. Heman's rhythm, and he absolutely is committed to show you the last fifth section as a sample, okay? Do you know how many srotas are there?
7.
How many?
7.
7. All of you know 7?
7.
Right. So we will show you only 2 srotas blockage today, because you cannot learn everything, but this is a sample. Huh?
Yes.
So we will show you the circulatory and lymphatic. Which one? Yes. Circulatory means in Ayurveda is Rakta Vaha Srotas. Right? And lymphatic means Rasa Vaha Srotas. So whenever lymphatic is not circulating, what happens? Imagine what happens? Swelling. Great, you said it? Wonderful. Swelling. So when the lymph is not circulating, it has to circulate, it has to drain properly. If it doesn't, then you get the swollen hand. You've seen the cancer patient whose lymph is removed, so permanently they get swollen hand. Nothing can go, it cannot reduce. So that's the one example, of course. So that is one thing which is very common. So I think it is important, since you came from such a long distance. So go deep inside and switch on your reserve energy to get it in half an hour. I'm sorry. I cannot be so serious. All the time. You have to understand this. So, switch on your reserve energy, okay? And we will show you 2 pulses, because why it is very important in the combination. So, swelling pulse, have you ever touched, write down, because I don't know we have it here or not, the description of swelling pulse. Please bring it. So swelling pulse description is this, that when you touch it, did you find in this group, sometimes you touch the pulse, you don't feel it and then suddenly it comes up.
Yes.
How many of you felt it? Wow. So you felt the swelling pulse. Done. You already felt it. So it is typically when you touch the pulse, you feel no pulse and suddenly it comes up. Because it is so swollen, and it's very difficult to get it. And then it's suddenly like a pipeline, like a pipe. Have you ever touched a pipe where the water is flowing? That is how you feel in the pulse. So you got it, the swelling pulse is that where you touch it, you don't feel immediately any pulse and suddenly it appears. That's the swelling pulse, okay? The second thing is the low circulation pulse. Now, low circulation pulse is very, very important, okay? And because circulation blockage is one of the main reason of so many problems, heart problems, the problem in the leg thrombosis, or in the head there is a stroke or something like that can happen. Sometimes there are vertigo and there is this feeling of fainting and nobody can know what it is, but sometimes it could be carotid artery block. So this you can find from the pulse by only simple method. Description is there? Right. So when you check the pulse, when you check the pulse, there is always a set of 6 beats. How many? 6. So when you check the pulse, you will find that after 6 beats, there is a little pause. This is like a rhythm in every human being. And the pause is like a half second, 1 second, not too long. But there is a pause. And then it begins again, 6 beats, there is a little pause, 6 beats, little pause. But in this case, when there is a blockage in the circulation, it can be a block after 4 beats. Suddenly a pause after 4 beats, a pause after 5 beats, or pause after 6 beats is normal, of course, 4 or 5 beats. That indicates that there is a problem in the circulation, right? That indicates there is a problem in the circulation. You got it? So now I want to now teach you quickly how to make the combination and and whoever is already a doctor can learn this very quickly, because doctor knows, we've learned the physiology and anatomy. But the non-doctors also will learn it if you really simply apply your logical brain, that's it. Logic. So, 6, can you take out the 6 things? 5 pulse things, 5. Quickly, because we want to wrap up, and they've all taken out their reserve energy, and I just want to do enough so that you don't go beyond the reserve energy. Okay? So, this 5 points, right? Can somebody help quickly? Who can write down on the board? Yeah. નહીં તો ડોક્ટર હેમાંગ તમે ક્યાં છો? તમે મને હેલ્પ કરશો શું કરશો સાઈડમાં? ફટાફટ. Okay. So we'll both do it together so it is better. Right? I just want to give you one example of a situation of circulation blockage. Okay?
Could seizures fall in that genre?
What is it?
Seizures, because that's all.
Seizures could fall, yes. Good idea. So now let us explore one thing you say and we explore using these 5 points, okay? Which are the 5 points? Can somebody remind so we are like really clear, all of us? Pulse, five department of the pulse. Which are five? Dosha balancing, wow. Ama and Agni, second wow. Third? Vata moving, amazing. Fourth? Dhatus. In the Dhatus, what we did? Yes. And in the Dhatus, what we could not do today, which is more advanced, which is how to understand if there is a Dhatu tissues overgrowth like cancer, fibroid, cyst, this is, or lung fibrosis, or in the head if there is seizure, there is a thickening or growth in the head, tumor, or it is because of something else. So we didn't do this because it is too much. You can't take everything together. Okay? So, but that is part of it. And last one is, which is the last one? Blockage in the channels. The scrotus. Okay, channel is not like a Chinese meridian. This is the physical structure of the body. Exactly. Right? So these 5 things we did. These are the 5 departments. And they are exactly helping you to understand what is the process of